Who is this?
This is Blume. I talked about her on the show earlier this week or last week, and I messaged her while you guys were here. Because I told y'all she follows me. And so let me just give you all an update on who she is. If I could find, she don't have any. Let me go to her YouTube. Where's your YouTube, girl? All my links here.
Spotify. Okay, YouTube channel right there.
Where? Right here. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Shorts. Popular. Where's the popular short? Okay, watch this.
What's up? I have testicles in my stomach. That's what. And I'm going to explain to you how that works.
Hold on. That's the most popular video of hers?
Really?
She had one because she's not really a girl anymore. She was not. She
was born with both parts?
Yeah, okay. Where is this? Okay, see here. This explains it better.
I am a biological male, yet I don't look like a male. I don't grow body hair. I don't have a penis. I was born with a vagina, kind of. What the hell? That's really confusing, right? Not to worry. Allow me to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Blume, and I'm intersex. Intersex is when you are born without meeting the criteria of male and female, in a medical or societal way anyway. If you think of male and female, and all of the things that make up males and all of the things that make up females, there's 2 categories, and each category has different attributes on it. Well, when you're intersex, you actually have a mixture of these attributes. And did you know that 1.7% of the population is born with a mixture of these attributes? That's crazy, right? That's nearly the same as having red hair. Yet, a lot of you watching this probably have never heard of intersex before, and I wonder why that is. It's because people like me are made to feel like they shouldn't tell people in fear of discrimination, but that's why I'm on a mission to change that. I am a biological male.
Okay, yeah. So
go back to her other video though. She said, I have testicles in my stomach.
Yeah, okay. That was this one?
No, the first one.
What's up? I have testicles in my stomach. That's what. And I'm going to explain to you how that works. I'm intersex, and I was born with a condition called androgen insensitivity syndrome. So I was born an XY chromosome. I know, right? That's usually the guy's chromosome. Because I am completely insensitive to androgen, which is the male dominant hormone, my body could not form properly as a male. And for those of you who don't know, we all start off the same as a default baby, and then if you're XY, usually you grow as a man, and then if you're XX chromosome, you usually grow as a woman. But I stayed as the default baby, which is that feminine baby that we all started off as. But because my body didn't have the right tools to develop as a female, because I was an XY chromosome, there was no chance I was going to develop as a female. I just stayed in the default baby mode, and so I didn't grow a penis, unfortunately, and my testicles never descended. So now I have testicles in my stomach, which is interesting, and I'm a biological male. What's up? I have testicles in my stomach. That's what. And I'm going to explain to you
though,
how
right?
that works.
I mean, like,
I'm
she's
intersex,
pretty
and I
fucking
was
hot.
born-
So my first question is, I think you're hot.
Does she have boobs?
Am I gay? We could
Probably not, right?
We could ask her. Hope she don't rip them out on the show.
I just want to know, like, do you have any female parts? So she has. What does she have down there? Nothing?
We could ask her.
Okay. That's really interesting. Brittany says she has both parts.
Yeah.
Both peen and vag? How do you do that?
I
But
mean,
the peen is inside her stomach, so it's only a vag down there, right?
it might not really be a vag either. She might not have the parts that we have. She might not be able to have sex in the traditional way. You know, because she can be built differently, you know?
That is so interesting.
She's almost a dude. I don't know, I'm confused.
Me too, I'm a little confused as well. But
No, I'm not confused because I just understand she's different. All of us are going, she's super hot. What's up, Robin? I think she's super hot too, you know what I mean?
Hey, Derek. That's
what I mean?
interesting. And her name is Blume.
Yeah, Blume.
So was she raised, I want to write this down. Was she raised up in any particular gender?
Okay.
Like, did her parents just like choose one?
Raised the gender? Yeah, we could ask her. Raised the gender, okay.
Her vag has a long piece, which could look like a micropene. but she has a urethra in the female spot.
How you know all this, Brittany? Where you been in her drawers? Brittany gets around.
Brittany's probably done the research. Nevertheless, very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, so hopefully this call goes off well and we can talk to her and see what's up, you know?
Yeah.
Blume, what's your IG?
My IG is Blumekind, BLUMEKIND, and then an underscore.
Okay. I got some questions for you. Let me just make sure I put your name in front of you. How's everything with you, by the way?
Yeah, great. Everything's good. I'm in Europe at the moment, so I'm having a great time.
So you're Australian?
Yeah.
Damn, I got the accent right. And why are you in Europe? You're just hanging out?
I'm kind of just hanging out, but also playing some shows here with my band.
Okay, you're in a band.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's get into this. So I'm scrolling Instagram, right? And I see your video about, hi guys, I'm a biological male, blah, 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 right? And I'm going, wait a minute, that fucking chick hot. Like, how the hell are you a biological male? So I'm going, is she trans? Hold on, firstly, let me continue. I'm going, is she trans? Like, what the fuck's going on? Then you say you're intersex. 1.7% of the population is this way. Okay, now you gotta take us back and explain, what are you? So are you male and female? Are you more in one direction than the other?
Well, okay, so intersex is basically an umbrella term for a variety of different variations that happen, like natural biological variations, where you don't technically fit in the medical or societal bracket of male and female. So you can be intersex in a lot of different ways. It can be something to do with your chromosomes. It can be your genitalia or other type of anatomy. And it can also be hormonal. So I have something called complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. And so I like to say we all start off, regular females and males, we all start off the same. We have this kind of default baby that up until a certain amount of time in the uterus, we all start off with a female body. And if you are an XY chromosome, usually your testosterone will kick in, and the clitoris that we're all born with will turn into a penis. And so your body kind of grows differently.
So my penis ain't huge, so I'm kind of intersex too then. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Everyone is kind of like on the spectrum. So there isn't really like male, female, and intersex. It's kind of just like you fit into the category somewhere. I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like a line, but it's also kind of like a circle. It's hard to explain. So there are things like polycystic ovaries. And so like a lot of females have polycystic ovaries, but there is a degree of polycystic ovaries that's actually classified as intersex when your testosterone is so high that it is like kind of affecting your life, and you have problems with like really bad acne or like a lot of body hair and stuff like this. And then there are men who have like a lot less testosterone, and then they have so much less that then they end up being on the intersex spectrum as well. So it's complicated, and there's so many different ways that you can be intersex. I'm pretty intersex as the term goes, but I guess like obviously I am leaning more towards female because basically I'm an XY chromosome, but I'm completely intolerant to testosterone. So that's why I look like a female, and I went my whole life thinking I was a female.
So your parents raised you. Your parents raised you as a girl.
Oh yeah, they had no idea. Like nobody had any idea until I was 16. and I wasn't going through puberty, and I like obviously wasn't getting my period, and then I went to the doctor for an unrelated reason, and I said, oh, by the way, like I don't think I'm going through puberty. Like I'm not getting boobs, I'm not getting like body hair, I'm not getting my period. And they were like, okay, that's kind of weird. So they did some tests, and then like one day they told me that I was intersex.
Wow.
And yeah, it was crazy. I found out that I had testicles inside me, which I still have, which was kind of crazy to hear. So
you're
I have
not
no
able to get like
internal,
pregnant or anything.
No, I have no internal female organs. So
Wow.
I'm basically still in that default baby mode. So it's like if my body could turn on the testosterone, then I would have grown as a male.
Wow.
But I didn't.
Okay, Blume. So this kind of personal. Can you have sex in the traditional way?
Yes. So I was born with kind of like what I'm saying, this like default template that we all have, except I didn't have like an actual vagina. So everything on the outside isn't the vagina. You have like the clitoris, the vulva, and the labia and stuff like this. And then the vagina is just the hole, and you know, that you give birth through / have sex in. And so I didn't have that. Or I had like a really, 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 really like small vagina. And so I had to basically make one for myself. There was two options. I could get surgery, or I could stretch it out myself. And so I opted to do that, and it was
Can you
not
orgasm?
fun.
That's my
Yes,
next
I
question.
can. Yeah.
Oh shit! Congratulations. Hold on, wait a minute. If I'm attracted to you,
I mean, I
Wait,
have
so
a clitoris, so
wait,
yes,
so
I
when
can
you-
orgasm.
Oh, so you can just only orgasm clitorally though. So like you can't. You don't have sperm. So when you like,
I don't have sperm. No, I just have. So basically, my testicles are like just kind of like where my ovaries would be. They're inside me, and like technically they're testicles, but they're kind of just like two things of tissues.
okay.
You know,
okay.
like,
So you can orgasm, but you're not. So wait, hold on. How are you orgasming?
Clitorally.
Okay.
so it's just like a female would orgasm, but now that you know, like the clitoris is at the top, but then it also expands around the vagina, and then at the front of the vagina. So I can like have orgasms just like anyone else. But I'm always thinking, I'm like, I wonder if my orgasms feel like female orgasms, or if my orgasms feel like male orgasms.
That's
It's
really
like there's no way to
interesting.
know.
Yeah.
Blume, I think
Yeah.
you're pretty fucking hot. Does that mean I'm gay?
No, not if I'm identifying as a woman.
So you identify as a woman?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even fucking know. Like, I mean, my whole life, you know,
felt like a girl?
I obviously thought I was like everyone else, and then I really was like against being intersex. Like, I didn't want to accept it. It was like, you know, you're 16 years old, like life's like fucked up, and then you get told that you're like genetically male, and oh god, it was just like so hard to do.
Yeah.
But then, like in my early 20s, I really just like accepted it, and I started speaking about it online, and now it's become like one of like the most celebrated things about me, and I get to like educate millions of people, and and I love it. But then it's also like it affected my gender identity, like I guess for a little bit, because when I was like telling people, they were like, oh, so you're a man, so you're a man. So I kind of was like, I think I'm like non-binary, because I'm kind of like that natural non-binary, you know, like I'm actually non-binary. But then I was like, I don't even know what I feel like anymore. Like I feel like a girl, but I also feel different. Like I can't relate to women, you know, in a lot of ways, but I'm still, you know, my existence in this world, everyone treats me as a girl, like, and they'll always treat me as a girl, you know, until I tell them. But it's still after people first find out, they forget,
Yeah.
you know. So
yeah.
Blume.
Is it on your ID? Like on an ID, it says that you're a girl?
Yeah, it says female on my ID, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to change that when I found out.
Right,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to change it because, I mean, you look exactly like any woman would look. Blume,
Yeah.
are you dating? And if you do date, like, do you date male or female, both? What do you do there?
I date both. I'm in a long-term relationship now. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. But I'm like bisexual, but I don't think that has anything to do with me being intersex. Like both my siblings are bisexual as well. You know,
Jesus Christ, the whole family? Are they intersex too?
Yeah. we've got a lot of gay in the family, so
So are they intersex too, or they're just
no,
regular
so
girls?
intersex can be hereditary. But I come from like a really massive family and no one has ever like been intersex. So mine was just like a freak accident, which can happen as well.
So the person you're dating now is male or female?
A male.
Okay, so you got to do it. Does he get teased sometimes? You gay? No, does he?
No, I doubt it.
No, not really. Like, yeah, no, not really.
Is he in the band too? Like the drummer or some shit?
He's in the band, yeah.
See,
Yes, we're in the band.
Nice.
Is it the drummer or the bass player?
The bass
Yeah,
player.
okay, so we're in an alternative rock band called Mystic Tea Party. We do like trip hop, indie tronica, bit industrial, real cool shit. Our live shows are like kind of insane. If anyone's in London, we're playing on the 6th of August.
Nice.
We're going to try and come to America soon, but you know, like the fucking like trying to get a visa as a performer there is like insane.
Yeah, because America's tough. It wasn't tough. Have you performed here before? In America?
No, God no. It's so hard. Like they're so tough at the airport. Like when they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And
Yeah, and then
like,
going through the phones and all kinds of shit. So many tourists
yeah.
turn away. I mean, I want people to know that like a lot of tourists are not fucking coming because they scared. Like we having the World Cup coming here.
literally.
A lot of people can skip, but most Americans aren't even thinking like that. They're like, yeah, who cares, dude? If the whole world stops coming, your fucking hotel's empty.
If you were to go to America, what cities would you want to hit up and play?
LA, definitely. New York, probably like Philadelphia and Seattle.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like Austin, Nashville as well.
Which city in Australia are you from?
I'm from Melbourne.
Okay, yeah, I went to Melbourne. Yeah, cool. Australia's nice, man. Trust me, that's a great place to live. You know what I mean?
It is. I love it.
So your band is Mystic Tea Party. Mm-hmm. Guys, if you
That's
go,
correct.
okay, so guys, I got her IG here, Blume kind _ right? And if you go to her page, it's mystic.t.party. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We can look and see which one of these dudes.
And you're
she
the
dating.
lead singer?
I am, yes.
She's a singer too, actually.
Nice. That's awesome.
Y'all better hurry up and get
Oh, no
fucking
shit.
famous because AI coming for both of you.
AI.
So Blume, check this out. So we're sitting here doing this live show, right? Because on this live show we fuck around. We talk about sex a lot since I'm such an expert because I get laid a lot, right? I don't even know why I'm an expert, right? But anyway, we were playing around with this. Because I would go to ChatGPT, generate a song, and then make her sing. And she got attitude, you know, because she's a celebrity in her mind. And she's like, I'm not singing that. So I go find this AI app called Marika or something like that and have them sing it. And immediately we were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because like ChatGPT could generate a badass song and then Marika could fucking sing it. So you don't even need the human in between, you know?
Yeah, but people are gonna miss live music, like live,
yeah.
and especially if you're in a band and you have everybody playing instruments and shit. Like that's a whole different kind of energy.
Yeah, I mean, you physically have to go out for that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you ever come to LA, please do let me know. And if I'm ever in Australia, I definitely looking you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely want to see you guys play for sure.
So Blume, one last question. So you would not develop female breasts. That's not going to happen.
I mean, I started taking estrogen, so yeah, I did.
Okay.
So basically to kickstart breast growth, but like some intersex people, even with my condition, did grow boobs, but I didn't, because I just had like such low estrogen. So I took estrogen for a few years, and I grew tits, and it was great, loved it. But then there was like, at the time, this estrogen wasn't that great, so I didn't feel like good on it, even though I got boobs. So I've just started taking estrogen again for health reasons, for like bone density and skin, and like a few other reasons. But it's a different kind of estrogen. It's like a gel now. So I've been on that for like 7 months.
Do you have to keep taking it for them to stay?
No. Like they stayed. They definitely like shrunk a little bit, but they were still like, no.
Is it like the more you take, the bigger they grow? Like, is it like a never ending?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I actually don't want massive tits. So like, my doctor's like, you can up your dose of estrogen. I'm like, I kind of like don't want massive tits.
Look, you want as it is. You don't even fucking need it. Because I look at your pictures and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know. So you don't even fucking need that shit. Listen, okay, Bixie asked a question. Do you have a prostate?
You know, this is a very valid question, and I have no idea.
You better fucking find that shit out, okay?
I think I asked ChatGPT once, and they said no.
How would no?
ChatGPT would know.
You gotta go to the doctor and find him. You got a fucking prostate.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been curious like a few times, but like I've never, because it's so hard to like get into a doctor that actually knows. Like every time I go to a fucking doctor, they're like, huh? What? I've never heard of this. And there's like one specialist that I saw when I was a teenager, and she has like a 2-year waiting list. And like every time I want to ask her a fucking question, it's like I have to wait 2 years. So that's another thing that sucks about being intersex, is like I've had some insane medical experiences where I'm like educating doctors and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, can I probe you? Can I like ask you all these questions? Can I like do this? And I'm like,
yeah, the prostate thing is an issue right now, but obviously as you get older, that could become an issue, you know, because there's such a thing as prostate cancer and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
I don't think I do, but yeah.
Let me ask you a question about the Olympics. Do you remember the girl who was boxing in the Olympics that everyone was calling a man?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember her name, but she's intersex as well, right?
Imana Khalif. I mean, it's rumored that she's intersex. It was never confirmed. But yeah, I had a little like, I posted a little bit about this when it happened last year. But yeah, even though like technically I'm genetically male, like this does not give, I mean, people with my condition at least any advantage, because like we do not have like the ability to process testosterone, so we're like actually quite fragile.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I could see that. Okay, there was also this, I think she might have been Australian, you know, or South African, this sprinter from South Africa. Well, she used to run the 400 meters. She was very manly like. There's a couple Olympics back. I can't remember her name. Do you know what I'm talking about? And she had some weird shit going on, because they were like, she's a man, she's a woman, she's a man, she's a woman. You know?
Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes just like regular females can just, you know, be very masculine.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but she she had an advantage, because she had an advantage over you know, over regular everyday women, you know?
Yeah, it's like if you're intersex, where do you fall if you want to be an athlete?
Dude, you're kind of fucked, right?
Right?
I don't think she'd have testosterone though, so they would look at her as a woman.
Right, but that's her case. Like, what if it's the opposite?
Then that would be an unfair advantage.
Where you're like technically a girl, but you have like a lot of testosterone.
Because you'd be smoking chicks.
But you're still technically a girl.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know.
But also I also have an advantage. Like if someone with my condition wanted to be an athlete, it's like you never like get your period or anything like that, which is just like already like an advantage.
So you didn't have to go through. So like
You gotta go buy birth control.
So you never PMS or nothing? Like none of that? Like your hormones are just balanced all the time?
No plan B.
Must be nice.
I mean, my hormones definitely are not balanced.
Okay, well,
hormones are not balanced.
Not balanced.
But like, but they don't like fluctuate. And well, they are now. You know, if I miss a couple days of estrogen, I'm like, why do I feel like shit today?
Right. Okay. Because that's very interesting.
Do you think chicks are crazy sometimes, since you kind of a dude?
What?
I mean, I think men are fucking crazy.
Thank you.
Hey, Blume, look here. Guys, please go follow her. Give her a follow. Check out the band, okay? Blume, we love you. You're fucking hot. Keep doing your shit, all right?
It was so nice to meet you, Blume.
Okay, all right, Blume, okay? And
Nice
thank
to
you
meet
very
you.
much.
Can't wait to see you
LA.
perform live. Yeah.
Bye, Blume. Shit, that's wild, okay?
I'm going to follow her too. She seems mad cool.
Yeah, she is cool. And she is, like I say, I mean...
And she said her party or Mystic Tea Party, their shows are pretty crazy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
to see what that's about.
Me too. She's, you know...
But I see why on her page she says extraterrestrial fairy because like very much different.
Yeah. Dude, I think she fucking smoking. You know what I mean? Oh, but how do I make this shit smoke? Oh, right here. I think she's smoking fucking.
She's
hot.
giving like Sixth Sense vibes, right?
She giving like I'm fucking hot vibes, if you ask me.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I must be really comfortable with my sexuality. Some of the shit I say on the show, hey.
You have to be.
Because I'd be like, this lady boy is hot. You know, this trans girl is hot.
Or you're just gay on the low.
Well, hey, I don't need you judging my goddamn sexuality, okay? If a dude is a chick and she's fucking hot and I say she's hot, she's fucking hot, all right? All the good boys are gay. I don't know about that, Blume. Okay. Yeah, but she's
pretty cool.
Yeah, she's cool, man. Cool. She's cool. Damn. Yeah, she's a hot one. All right, okay.
It's the unicorn.
I love her.
There's a unicorn that ever existed. It's Blume,
trans. I am. I do like her. I like her a lot. She fucking cool, man. I like her a lot. I'd love to see her band perform. I'm out of the game though. I'm retired.
Imagine that being 16. Everything's already the end of the world when you're at that age.
Yeah.
And then to find out that you're not gonna ever hit puberty because you're actually a fucking guy.
Shh. I mean, she really a guy though. She's a mix. She's legitly a mix. You know?
I'm just saying.
You know? So at most, if you date her, people be like, you're kind of gay.
She didn't have a vagina though. She had to stretch it.
Man, fuck the fact that the shit
imagine how painful that must have been.
Okay, if she could stretch it, that's a fucking vagina. Okay?
But it was a really, really tiny one.
I mean, fuck, that's even good, right? That's a perfect fit. What is it?
Sounds painful.
Okay.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, I know. Intersex is not trans. I know.
Hey, David.
I know. This guy, you alive. This guy, you alive. Go on for a while.
Literally.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you all a question.
If you go back to the Bahamas, are people going to be like, man, get him out of here?
Because of some of the stuff I said?
Yes.
But I intentionally say stuff, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I intentionally bring trans videos in because I know dudes can say some shit.
Yeah.
Or ladyboy videos, you know? I don't care.
I remember last year you took some pictures with some, it was like Pride Week or something. You took some pictures with some gay boys outside.
Yeah, and I know that was the best dudes off. So
many people.
You know how many dudes text me, why the fuck you posting this?
Because I'm Tipsy Bartender and I can. What the fuck?
No, dude, because I'm laughing, right? I'm laughing. The more pissed you are, the fucking more fun that shit is for me.
At least you're not homophobic like how you grew up.
Yeah, because I grew up pretty fucking homophobic, as fuck. That's why I try to be cool.
You could have been a lost cause.
But I told you, I worked at Starbucks. We had 20-something employees. Only 3 of us was straight. And I asked my boy, because J-Lo was the hot girl back then, right? I asked this gay dude, Javier, I was like, Javier, you try to tell me if J-Lo come in here naked, dripping in honey, you know what I mean? In a bikini, dripping in honey, not naked, dripping in honey. And she's like, hey, take me. You not gonna hit that? And he's like, no, I think she's sexy, but I wouldn't. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this dude really gay. Mm-hmm. And that's when gayness hit me.
That's when it clicked in your mind?
That's when I clicked that. These dudes are different. This is not a fucking choice. Because at that time, J-Lo was the hottest thing on the planet, and no dude could fucking say no to that. You know?
Bozak said he's willing to bet on his unborn child's life. This guy's banged at least twice. At least twice.